Hey guys, welcome back to another History of Wars video, and today we're going to be talking about the Napoleonic Wars. Now, I am going to do a cause of Napoleonic Wars because there is multiple of them, and I'm not going to do a cause of every single one of them. So, I'm just going to go on what they are and who was in it and basics. So, first of all, Napoleonic Wars were basically a sort of kind of like the old wars with like the British Empire, French Empire, Austrian Empire, Prussia's. Russia, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and all those countries. Now, one of the reasons they were caused was because of the French Revolution, which I will get into in another video. Now, the French Revolution basically caused uh, French the France to go into a sort of like peasants' rule sort of thing, and basically that's what kind of started the Napoleonic War. Sort of, and basically with the new peasant government sort of thing, sort of like the lower class people decided, hey, we're gonna create our own government, take over the country, and that. So they did, and they basically made their own guard called a National Guard, other than the King's Guard and that. So that basically took over as the army's role. Now, now after that, the very high people, like the rich sort of people, sort of kind of left their countries into Austria, Spain, Britain, all of that, tried to get away from all like the beheadings and that, which happened with all the new government and that, who liked to behead everybody that went against them, sort of. Now that's what kind of caused the second one, because the other countries didn't like the they didn't want the peasants, like National Guard, or the lower class, or the new France basically to kind of like take over their land. So basically, they all kind of like jumped on it, and sort of won their war with a coalition of their three countries, or a few countries. Then, well, during that, there was a guy called Napoleon. He was born in Corsica, the small island just south of France, not the big island, but the small island, Corsica. He was born there, and he basically joined the army, and then moved to Paris, where he went into the artillery academy, and specialised in that. He then led many campaigns in Italy, and defeated them very easily and using great strategic methods, on which his superiors were very happy and promoted him to a very high rank. Soon he was brought into Paris to stop this revolution, and then he was sent sort of on a campaign to take out Austria and Prussia, which he done very easily, that easier than the struggling armies in the north fighting like Prussia and Austria at the same time, on which they were getting pushed back loads and loads of times. And Napoleon basically went on after all the wars to sort of cause more mayhem and take over the rule of Europe, and sort of like take over like Prussia, Austria, and pushing Russia back to Moscow until Russians pushed them all the way back to France. Britain that came into this was like big first stop in France from invading Britain with their Royal Navy. Now, Royal Navy was very like big then, and obviously with the British having a massive empire, and the French having a massive empire, there was a lot of battle going on with the French and British. Now Spain comes into this while them being invaded a lot, and basically being siding with the French in a sort of alliance sort of thing, and the British had to spend a lot of their time fighting the French and the Spanish. And Italy comes into this because Italy was invaded lots of times, on which Napoleon was like the emperor of France, or leader of it, the king of Italy, something of the Rhine, and then like protector of the Rhine or something, and everything. Now it was quite easy to invade like other countries like Prussia and that, because it was one country, not like Germany, because Germany didn't really exist then, as it was like multiple states, like Bavaria, the Rhine, Prussia, Munich. That was a city, I think. Basically like that. Now, obviously, like America wasn't involved in this, but they did sort of help us a lot, or not really. So basically, a lot of battles were fought all over. Now there was like a load of Napoleonic Wars, on which the start of it was the French killing their King Louis XVI, because he was like, apparently they said he wasn't treating the people right and that. So they beheaded him, on which Prussia, Austria, Britain, and everything, they declared war on France, on which they went to war, and that's what caused the first Napoleonic War. And then Napoleon started taking over France multiple times after being sent to multiple different islands and being isolated from France and basically put on basically long prison time on different kinds of islands, on which most of the time he escaped from, except for the last time, on which he then died on that island. So that was basically the Napoleonic Wars. That was kind of like a short video. We'll go these first videos are sort of going to be short until we get into the proper videos where it will be more sense and going into more detail about these certain wars, and we'll go through like uniforms, battles, famous battles that happened, like ships, weapons, special like amazing characters, and all of that. So obviously we'll probably do one more of these sort of 5 to 6 or 10-minute videos of causes and like the basic knowledge in that to sort of set the base of what these things are, and then we'll go into like the proper like good battles like D-Day or that and all that stuff, and maybe I add a few more playlists here and there like medieval, Tudors, other things, and all that, because I have some special videos. Now I'm gonna make this sort of a longer video by showing you this sort of area. It's just going to be my office for like the sort of like history videos where I don't have a game to show you them very well. Obviously with like Call of Duty World War II, I can film World War II videos. Cold War, Black Ops Cold War for COD, I can film Cold War videos. And other videos like that. CFEs, obviously I can do like maybe like naval videos and that. I have World of Warships Legends I can do naval videos on. But this is sort of where I'm going to film most of my videos. Now I'm thinking of sort of doing like off history videos, but like sort of like in a historical way. So this is obviously my Minecraft world, and I'm thinking, hey, we should have a sort of historical games videos or for certain like days, maybe like every month or every year or something, or every few months and that. And we'll make another video on these historical games, and it'll sort of be like a community sort of a Minecraft thing. Now, I will do this sort of like, I won't like start doing it until I've sort of built an area that's good to do these videos in. And it'll probably either be like over in my Funland district or somewhere where it's like a good place to do like these games sort of things. So we can do like medieval jousting, or maybe like sort of like medieval carnival games and that. So they might be done in like this sort of area, or this fenced off area, maybe like over here, over there, maybe all over, and all that. But maybe like over in this like clear district over here somewhere, I think. Yeah, maybe like over here, sort of like jousting and that. Or we'll just do it in a different area. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next historical video. Bye.